Hi, my name is Luciana, and today I will be talking about standardized testing. In the last decade, students have been taking an overwhelming number of standard tests, and according to a study from the Council of the Great City Schools, a typical student takes 112 mandated standardized tests between pre-K and 12th grade. More attention was brought to the subject after students started to opt out of mandated standardized tests, refusing to take them. Because of that, my main claim is that standardized testing is ineffective in promoting better education. To support my claim, I have 3 secondary claims. The first one is that standardized testing is an inadequate assessment tool. The second one is that standardized testing fails to improve student achievement. And my third one is that standardized tests are drastically narrowing the curriculum. For my first claim, that standardized testing is an inadequate assessment tool, students feel under constant pressure and stress taking tests, which decreases their performance. The American Psychological Association Annual Stress in America survey reported that 31% of teens feeling overwhelmed and another 30% feeling sad or depressed as a result of stress, pointing to school and school-related activities as a key cause. A study from 2009 by McCaleb, and Wenner showed that test-related anxiety is one of the most commonly cited sources of student stress, and it has become more prevalent as schools have attached more serious consequences to standardized tests. Researchers have estimated that 20 to 33% of all students suffer from some level of test anxiety. According to the same researchers, test anxiety can interfere with students' ability to function during tests and in the days and weeks leading up to a test. Psychological responses include increases in blood pressure and rate of respiration, elevated body temperature, gastrointestinal problems, headaches, difficulty sleeping, and muscle spasms. My second claim is that standardized tests fails to improve student achievement. The results in the Program for International Student Assessment, also known as PISA, show no improvement since annual standardized testing became mandatory in all 50 states. The program is an international evaluation that is taken in most countries, and it compares the education levels. And since No Child Left Behind passed in 2002, the U.S. position dropped from 18th in world math to 35 in 2015. And it dropped 7 positions from the previous year that the test was taken, which was in 2012. The scores in English and science didn't change, which shows that there was literally no improvement. Andreas Schleicher, the director of education and skills at the organization that administers PISA, he said that high-performing countries do well in math in 3 things: rigor, focus, and coherence. And many high-performing countries will teach a lot less, but focus much greater depth, especially in East Asia, Japan, and Singapore. The students at the US, they are often good at answering the first layer of problem, but as soon as it gets deeper and the answer is more complex, they have a problem. According to Stanford University researchers, Linda Darling-Hammond and Laura McCloskey, Finland topped the international education rankings from 2001 to 2008, and yet has no external standard tests used to rank students or schools. And the success has been achieved using assessments that encourage students to be active learners, can find, analyze, and use information to solve problems in novel situations. My third point is that standardized tests are drastically narrowing the curriculum. Testing has forced educators to focus their time and energy on preparing for tests in a narrow range of subjects, English and math. A national 2007 study by the Center of Education Policy reported that since 2001, 44 of school districts have reduced the time spent on science, social studies, and the arts by an average of 145 minutes per week to focus on reading and math. In 2011, a national survey reported that 2/3 of teachers said many academic subjects have been crowded out by an increased focus on math and language arts. About half of these teachers said that art and music were being marginalized, and 40% said that the same was happening for foreign languages. In Los Angeles alone, 1/3 of the 345 art teachers were dismissed between 2008 and 2012. And also, the tests neglect music, art, and other nonverbal ways of learning. Arthur Costa, a professor at California State University, quoted that what was educationally significant and hard to measure has been replaced by what is educationally insignificant and easy to measure. So now we measure how well we taught what isn't worth learning. In conclusion, because of the reasons I presented, standardized testing is ineffective in promoting better education.
All right, structurally everything's good. The proposition's identified. There's a preview. The internal structure is signposted clearly. There's a lot of evidence presented. You've got a good variety of statistical information, and you've got some testimony in there. You usually have pretty good explanations of the points that you're presenting. You're pretty consistent about citing all of the sources as well, so that seems reasonable. A lot of reading in the presentation, and that undermines your credibility a little bit. It does make it feel a little bit like it's a paper as opposed to a speech, and so I think that's a problem. All right, I'm keeping my comments short.